Today, we are climbing to the top of the Fin in Sedona, Arizona, to see a rare geologic formation in an amazing summit. Hey guys, welcome to another adventure. Today we are attempting to climb the Fin. It's a very prominent ridge here in Sedona, Arizona. And I invited my friend Tony to join me.
Hi, I'm Tony. I live in the Sedona area. I love climbing and exploring all the caves and ruins and ledges. And that's what I'm here for today.
There's a really cool alcove in there and lots of cool brain rock. Very interesting area. And here we have a good example of cryptobiotic soil, and you generally want to avoid stepping on it because it destroys the ecosystem. So it's best to stay in these little washes wherever you can. And you should also check out Tony's channel. It's called Tony Hilliard Sedona. He posts some short videos, but some pretty cool time lapses and stuff. So please check it out and subscribe to his channel. So Tony, what would you say is your favorite part about Sedona?
I like the solitude of the wilderness, and there's certain areas where none of the other hikers go. You don't run into any tourists or anything like that, and so you can get back there and just enjoy the breeze and the sunshine and the beautiful views all by yourself.
Like, a lot of people say Sedona's crowded, so they'll never go there, but they don't realize that you can just get off the trail and there's nobody.
Yeah, all the tourists go to like the same 4 or 5 places, but the rest of it's just amazing and beautiful. So
yeah.
I hope they keep going to all those places.
Yeah.
Hey, not cool. Is it okay?
Hope so.
You scratch the lens.
somebody at the top of Thunder Mountain or Capitol Butte over there. Always cool to see other climbers out. You can see all those little ants.
I know, look at them.
People going to Devil's Bridge.
So many.
You can see those plants growing straight on that cliff there. It's pretty cool. Here you got very interesting geology and biology. So there's the limestone layer here, and then there's some more limestone and sandstone, but in this crack between the limestone and sandstone, water seeps through, and you can see there's all these plants that grow in the moisture. Pretty cool.
This is going to fall off. Look at this. See this big crack? Any given point, that's just going to fall. It's kind of setting.
After the gap, there's some pretty terrible, loose, exposed bushwhacking. So you have to be very careful, because a slip could be your last.
Now, a lot of those you spend a lot of time balancing on one foot. Going from a power seat.
So this is where we turned around last time, not too long ago, about a week ago, because it was super hot and it was getting late, so we didn't want to risk it. But now the sun is still very high, and it's much cooler today, so we're continuing on this ledge. Terrible, terrible bushwhacking. Whoa, you okay?
Yeah, I was breaking the branch. You know, with my chin.
Yeah. There's actually some water here. It's pretty amazing. Seeping out of the limestone.
I didn't want to cry. I'm so happy to be back on the ledge. Even just... What's around the corner? Big drop off. If you stay on the Coconino steps, as long as we don't cliff out.
Coming up a little fourth class slabby steps here. Sketchy.
Yeah, this is about as extreme as an exposed scramble.
Made it to the ridge. Now it's just a short walk to the top. And those are the rocks I wanted to see, the iron oxide rocks. So we'll take a look at those and then go to the summit. Really crazy rocks. Here you can see how they look. They're deep purple color. I contacted geology professor Sean Wilsey to explain his thoughts on how these rocks formed. This is what he said. The feature is caused by iron oxidation in the Coconino sandstone. Most of the quartz-rich Coconino sandstone lacks iron oxide cement, hence its buff color. But in some places, it forms dark red to brown iron oxide coatings, either as concretions or as layers along fractures in the rock, or as layered swirling bands in the rock. Concretions are often small, spherical structures like the Moki marbles of the Navajo sandstone. The iron oxide coatings in the sandstone form after the sand is deposited, when iron, dissolved in the groundwater, reaches favorable conditions, such as pH levels or oxygen levels, to become oxidized. The porosity and permeability of the sandstone allows the groundwater to pass through fairly easily. These tube-like structures appear to be elongated concretions. These form where iron oxidation in the sandstone by groundwater is influenced by the flow and movement of the groundwater through the rock. Basically, the flow of groundwater elongates what would have been a spherical concretion, like Moki marbles, into a long cylindrical shape. Thank you, Professor Sean Wilsey, for the insights. Please check out his channel, Sean Wilsey, Geology Explained. Back to the video. Look at these crazy tubes of rock. They're like going through. Almost look like fossils. Like, look at that. That's just like a string.
Yeah, look, they look like pipes.
Here's some that broke off. And they're like pipes. They make metallic sounds too. And look at all that. Got all these really cool brain rock formations on the summit here. It's just massive drops. And this is the summit. I've wanted to summit this for so long. It just feels unreal to actually be up here. And on the way up, you're wondering why you do this. But once you get on top, you realize, man, this has got to be one of the most epic summits in Sedona. This was such an epic adventure. The views from the top here are just insane. And this is all out by itself. And this is one of my favorites in Sedona, one of my new favorites now. I just want to thank Tony for coming with us. It made it a lot easier with him. Just it helps having more people.
Thanks, Luke. This was fun. I love the view of Wilson Mountain and Lost Wilson and Seven Canyons. This was an excellent hike. Thank you so much.
So I want to thank you all for watching. Please go check out Tony's channel. You can support him there by subscribing. And thank you all so much for watching. And please let me know what your favorite part was in the comments.